Good evening. Welcome to 9 o'clock news. And today I have the unfortunate news to say that people are dying. It's raining outside. And people are getting raped. People are getting robbed. And we might as well go and move on to Once Upon a Mix. And on Once Upon a Mix today, we're gonna do the final mix. That's right, the final mix. Now, before we get to the end, I want you guys to subscribe to this channel. And I want you guys to buy our products. Yes, sample packs, project files, presets in the future. Or is there any presets here? Okay. Yeah, we also have other services right there. Mixing, mastering, yeah, that kind of stuff. So you guys can kind of like follow us as well on Twitter, SoundCloud, and Facebook. And let's get down to the final mix. Let's finish this up. Hi people, and welcome to part 8 of In the Mix. And today we are doing some final adjustments and leveling up. And a good way to level up is looking at our Vox angle span as we listen and see what kind of frequencies are jumping out too much out of our spectrum line of like breaking apart volume-wise from all the other elements in the mix. You see that? Have you noticed that the vocal just jumped up too much over here, and that lead sine, kind of like pure sine lead, was jumping up too much as well, and also some of the effects. This was the last thing I mixed, so that's probably why. So I want to come to my vocal and lower it a little bit because I've noticed that. I'll show you again. Check out when the vocal comes in, what happens here in the spectrum. And the same thing for that lead. You saw it here. I'll show you again. Check out the vocal and the lead showing up in the spectrum. They're a bit too loud, and it's quite visible and audible as well. So let's start by lowering the vocal a little bit. If I lower, I'm coming to this problem. I lower the volume and it kind of disappears in the mix volume-wise. That's because it's got a lot of peak volume, but not enough RMS volume. So a way to raise my RMS, we all know, it's got to be on dynamics. and use either a compressor or a limiter. I like to use a L2 limiter here for this kind of stuff. Right, so let's raise our RMS volume for our vocal. And I can see there's some frequencies on the low end that are coming out now. So I'm going to use an EQ to get rid of them. And I'm going to use a high shelf here just to get a bit of the breath from the vocal hair. Now, luckily that should cut through without too much volume. I'm just going to check the volume here on the spectrum. Reduce a little bit of the reverb so you can cut through a little bit better. It's a bit lower there. Not totally happy with it. I don't need this, so none, please. Yeah, thank you. Now it's a bit more controlled here. As you can see, it doesn't go as high as it used to, and we can still listen to it. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now let's check what's going on with our with this little lead that comes after. Check how's the stereo. Okay, I'm gonna make it a bit more stereo. Maybe not, it's quite stereo already. Oh. I think the problem here is that it had too much reverb, and the reverb is not letting it cut through. So I've just decreased a little bit of the reverb and increased its volume. I still think it could do with a bit more RMS, like it done with the other one. So I'll use that too. I like to use L2 compressor. L2 limiter, because on the individual channels, because it's not as extreme as the L1. Kind of has a feeling of a compressor somehow. Okay. Let's do it like this. As you can see now, the RMS on it is higher. We got some gain reduction here, attenuation here. And you see that it doesn't jump out as it used to just before. So let's check out its response on the spectrum again. Okay, now, one thing that I've noticed just before, as when I pressed play, is that leads and pads, most of them are a bit too high. And I think as a group, they're functioning well. So I can just go into the group channel and lower a bit of the sound, I think. Yes, what's not going into leads and pads? That's the stuff that goes into the reverb, right? Which is the chords. Okay. Whoa, that's too damn loud. Which one is it? Is the one I raised? Okay. Yes. Let's listen. What I'm doing now is I'm listening to the kick and bass while I mute everything else, just to see if it's not being too affected by something. Now, one last thing that I do is I come here to my master limiter, and I mess about, well, like I was going to master it. Just to still again listen to anything that may come out too much in the mix. There's one thing, I need this limiter for my output, so I'm gonna use a limiter here so we can all listen to the same thing. Okay, so I'll just use this link button here. I'm using the L1 limiter, and I'm checking for sounds that may be too loud in the mix. And as you can see, I just reached the breakdown point where the sound starts distorting. So that would be too much limiting there. And I'm looking out for what is causing that distortion. So you can see that our Atmos here is a bit too loud. That's better. You should not notice the background too much. like that sound. Obviously, our leads were the cause of the distortion. They're quite loud in the mix. But they should be, so we can't lower them too much. And that's it. That would conclude the mix. And obviously I would take this limiter out. That was just a test. Yeah, that compressor is just because of the microphone, so that it's side chaining, so that you don't listen to, my voice makes the sound go down in volume. Now, that's it, guys. Next, we're gonna take this to mastering, and we're gonna start mastering this bastard. Peace.
Freud called it the oceanic feeling.
Remember, folks, be good to your parents. They've been good to you.
Hello again, welcome back. So, we do hope that you have enjoyed these eight episodes, doing a mix, full of glitches and stuff. Still a mix, still eight episodes. So. We'll carry on, we'll be back. And you know what? What's gonna happen when we be back? People will still be getting killed, women still getting raped, people still getting robbed, banks getting richer, poor getting poorer, and you and me where we are right now. I'm on this side and you are there sitting down. Why are you doing standing up? Sit down. Be a good robot. Good evening.
There was something missing.